What if all your efforts that you're putting, your energy, and the systems and structures you are building are just built on lies? Now, statistics have proven that a lot of people were deceived from their childhood with some philosophy that never existed, and this has shaped their results in life. This has shaped their culture and their structure. Now, in this video, I'll be exposing some of those lies that you were told, those lies that are really choking you, those lies that are really limiting your progress. Now, the first lie is do what you love. That has really tracked so many down. What you love might not be in alignment with the shift. What you love might not be what is needed. What you love might be obsolete. What you love might be different from producing the result that you need. So, doing what you love is not what you should do right now. Doing what you love is the lie they told you. Now, what do you do? The truth is, don't do what you love, because most times what you love is not what you need. What you love might not be relevant, might not be needed. Instead, do what works and turn it or tie it to what you love. That is the simplest way to break through. The second lie they told you is God's time is the best. That's a lie. There is no specific time that is meant for God. There's no specific design time that is God's time, in quote. Now, every time is God's time. That is the truth. Every time, every second, every minute, every day, every week, every day is God's timing. So God does not have a specific time. Every time is his time. So that has trapped so many down. In order not to push forward, in order not to acquire so many knowledge, in order not to make progress, they just wait on God's time. In quote, but trust me, God's time is every time. So while you've been waiting for God's perfect time, there is still a time inside that time you're wasting. So God's time, that notion of God's time is a wasting of time, is wasting your time. So stand up if you want to embark on a project. That time it came to your head is the right time. It might not manifest, but there's a time you can learn from something. So every time is not a manifestation time. There are times that you want to execute something and then you go and try it out and it doesn't work. It doesn't mean it's not God's time. No, it means there is something you need to learn. Maybe you needed to learn, gather momentum. Maybe you needed to learn a knowledge from there or lesson from there, or probably that move that never worked has taught you something, probably has taught you better ways or better strategies to achieve a goal, or probably has connected you with somebody, or probably has given you experience. So in all of this, God's time is every time. There's no specific time that is meant for God. Every time, every second, minute, hour, weeks, days, months is God's time. Another lie they told you is education and knowledge is the key to success. That's a lie. That is a big lie. Education and knowledge is not a key to success. It is what you do with the education and the knowledge you've acquired that will guarantee your success. Knowledge is not meant for storage alone. Knowledge is meant for usage. Your brain is not programmed to absorb knowledge that you will not use. So why are you chasing a knowledge that you will not use? Why are you consuming knowledge that you never make use of? It's like stagnant water. Stagnant water over time stinks and smells. So that is the result of not using your knowledge. So you can acquire all the education, all the knowledge in this world, but if you don't apply those knowledge personally in your areas of deficiency, then you'll be stuck. So knowledge alone and education alone is not a guarantee to success. It is what you do with the knowledge and what you do with the education that will guarantee your success. This will help you know where and what area you need to acquire knowledge on. You don't acquire knowledge randomly. You look at your life, you do a self-evaluation. This is a clarity call. So you do a self-evaluation, look at those areas that probably you need to work on, those areas you're suffering from, those areas of deficiency. Now you now go and build knowledge on these areas. Now building knowledge on these areas is not a guarantee. It's using it, applying what you've learned. That is the pathway to success. Another lie they told you is consistency is repeating an action. Nah, that's a lie. Consistency is not repeating an action. No, that's why a lot of people are missing it. Why? Because they keep trying things and they still wonder why they are getting the same results, because they are putting too many effort pushing it, and yet still the result is minimum or probably no result. This is a clarity diagnostic conversation. So consistency, it is not repeating an action. Rather, consistency is seeking better ways to improve on a previous action. Seeking better ways to improve on the previous action in order to give proper delivery. So you tried something once and then coming to try it again, you should come back and try it in a better way, in a new way. Thereby, you evaluate. If you can evaluate your previous actions with your current action, there must be changes, there must be a difference. And if you want to evaluate your future actions to your present action, there must be a huge difference. So the act of revolving, the act of changing, metamorphosing from one stage of action, which encourages knowledge, which encourages building capacity from one point to another, and then another point to another. That act of change in order to shred the excesses is consistency. That way, your brain will be innovative. That way, you are engaging your brain. You are not just doing a routine check. Your brain hates boring activities. That's why a lot of people struggle to, sit down and learn because their brain is not wired for boring activities. The moment you keep repeating an action without an improvement, then it becomes boring. Your brain wants to retire. Your brain wants to retire from it. That's why it seems like your effort is not yielding fruit. So consistency is seeking ways to improve on the previous course of action and ensuring you give apt delivery. So if you don't engage in evaluation, you will miss this session. So evaluation will tell you, all right, this action that I did last time, what are the odds? What are those things that I probably did not do well? You sit down to criticize yourself, self-analysis, come up with the odds and see how you can fix it in your next course of action. That way, consistency has been established. The most dangerous lie they told you is not the one you heard, it's the one you have accepted and you are working tirelessly to ensure it is a reality. Now, the last lie is your purpose will fulfill itself. That's a lie. Your purpose will not fulfill itself. If you go to the graveyard, you have so many unfulfilled prophecies, so many unfulfilled purpose, so many unfulfilled life. People that came in, so many books that have never been written, so many ideas and innovations that never saw the light of the day, yet they are in the graveyard. Why? They fail to understand, or they thought that purpose would just pop up and manifest itself. You have to go and discover it. It is your job to discover it. It is your job to develop. It is your job to strategically position yourself to manifest that purpose. God has already given it to you. You have a role to play. So the idea of purpose will manifest itself despite the time is a sign of laziness, it's a sign of putting you in the box and keeping you in a place whereby you can remain for 5 to 10 years and yet you've not achieved anything. These are lies that I came to expose. So this video is to open your eyes up to understand that some lies has kept so many down. And the problem is not the lie, the problem is what you choose to believe or what you choose to act on. The best way to improve on your self awareness is asking good questions. So the level of the quality of your questions will improve the quality of your reasoning. There are things you need to question, you need to give some disruptive thinking into, and that will help you open up your innovative mind to think appropriately, to think right. Drop in the comment section any lies that they've told you that is really trapping so many down. I would love to hear them. I would love to hear them. My name is Gideon Etim. I'm the Clarity Guy. Feel free to subscribe to this channel, like, share, and comment, and ensure that you stick around for more videos. And please subscribe, hit the subscribe button, smash the subscribe button. I will see you in my next video.